Libra, welcome to February. So when I was meditating with your energy, I was really feeling this fear around home and money. I haven't pulled anything yet, but let's talk about February. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, the Empress and Temperance, and the Ten of Wands. Okay. So some of you could absolutely be expecting or trying to the Ten of Wands and the Temperance. You're working overtime to find a balance. Okay, this is the Sagittarius card, the Temperance, but it does indicate balance. You see how she's on land and water. This is a big card. Okay, so is the Empress. You're working with a really big amount of energy right now. If this is your first time here, I'm Jaylynngelato. I read intuitively for you, and we'll talk about some astrology as we go. So, you're working diligently to find this balance. So, the first thing I want to say is when you're in your natural state, okay, a human in nature, all of your needs are met. Okay, when you're vibrating at that 432 hertz frequency, you're at nature. All of your needs are met. You worry, you want for nothing, you worry for nothing. I mean, we're always going to want and desire because that's just what time and the law of attraction and this dimension does to us. Okay, it's not bad to want more, but we're always going to want something. And so when we start working too hard, that's what you want. You want a really fresh start. And that's why you're working so hard. So when you start working hard, that can be interpreted in many ways. Another major arcana on the bottom, the Chariot. So you have this fresh start in mind, and you're willing to do anything to get there. This could be surrounding your health, especially if you're a Libra rising, but Venus and Neptune are in Pisces right now, which is in your 6th house. That can create some things under the surface that need to, boil up to be brought to your awareness. Of course, you can tune into those things, consciously, but when you're working hard, maybe you're stressed out with the material world, with the 3D, obligated, those things can go overlooked. Okay, so make sure you're not rushing past anything because you will have to circle back around and make any repairs that were overlooked. This fresh start, let's talk about this fresh start. Okay, so obviously not everyone wants to be a parent, but there are some of you here who do, or you want to go into business with somebody. You want to create something with somebody else. Okay, it doesn't have to be a baby. This can be a business. For a lot of you, it's a romantic connection that you want to build upon. Okay, you want a fresh start. And you want it now, like you want it fast, and that's why you're working overtime to achieve this balance, to clear the path. Okay, what I think you're doing, Libra, right now is you're taking on a role that isn't yours to take on, and that role is that even though you are the creator of your experiences, your life, we have to leave a lot of it up to the unseen forces around us, the universe, the energies, okay? When we get into our ego, when things start to get confusing or overwhelming, or you don't know which path to take because there's so much that needs done and you just, want to do it all at once, your ego ruins it, okay? The ego is not bad in itself, but when it's in control and when it wants to control and, create every little detail of an experience, it's really hard to enjoy when your ego creates everything. Okay, your ego will create like a masterpiece and then destroy it. Okay, that's just what the ego does. It's an unattended child, which is why we have to be mindful and aware. So when things start to get confusing and overwhelming, take a step back. Took the words right out of my mouth. Four of Swords. You probably still need to rest, but your mind is racing and you have too much on your plate right now to justify rest, okay? You might think that rest is something you need to earn. With Venus and Neptune doing what it's doing right now in Pisces, I really urge you to keep in mind the phrase, if you don't take care of your physical health now, I don't know why I said physical health, I guess that's what it's about. If you don't take care of it now, you'll be forced to later. So a lot of it is there's this imbalance that you're creating within your life and the way you're doing things. And it's that imbalance that's feeding the imbalance. Does that make sense? How can I say that better? It's the things you're doing to strive to reach balance. I need balance. I need this. I need that. It's all that striving and all that work that's creating the imbalance. Okay, play that again if you need to. Yeah. So we have the eight of coins and the 7 of coins. And because when the ego creates, you're going to work really hard and kind of be like, this is it. When the ego is hard at work, it's never really satisfied. There's something to be said for taking some time in February to find what truly satisfies you. What is your deepest heart's desire? Okay, if it is this fresh start, if it is this craving for balance, take into consideration when you have it, you're not working for it. When you have something, you're not working hard to get something you already have. Okay, there is the idea of maintaining something. However, that's all you need to maintain is your vibration, okay? And leave the rest of the work up to the universe. Here's the High Priestess. Oh, the Tower popped out. I'll show you so you don't think I'm tricking you. Yeah, if you don't sort of slow down now, you're going to be forced to. Just by the energetic, just from what you're attracting, okay? If you're struggling, or like hustling. I mean, this is basically, I don't want to be redundant, but this is what we were talking about in the beginning. If your ego is the one creating, this is very much, you can't hear this High Priestess voice when the ego is doing this and everything's crashing around you because it's unstable. So how do you get the new start? You just relax. You can't just relax because your subconscious programming doesn't let you. What you do is look for these Easter eggs in your life. Look for these Easter eggs of, Ten of Cups on the bottom. For things that you've been overlooking while you were looking for the balance, okay? That's the irony in all of this, is what you need is here. Okay, and the only thing between you and this fresh start is simply your awareness. And that can be frustrating, especially when you spend so much time, you know, perhaps working toward a certain goal, or, you know, but when your priorities get out of whack, you have to stop and take account of all the things that are going right, all the things that are balanced, because what you focus on is what you're going to get more of. And it's easy to always want to, I know Libra really likes problem solving, okay? And you're witty and clever and brilliant enough with all your air energy to do so, and to help other people also. But I really think what you're gonna find is yourself burning out, and you're gonna look back on this time, if you keep doing that, you know, if you don't listen to the signs your body's sending you, or just the universe, maybe something externally, you're gonna find yourself going, I wish I would have just relaxed enough to realize that what I needed was available to me. Okay, and it's the stress of the 3D. Okay, it's the matrix. The matrix is set up to debilitate us. Okay, and that's part of busting out of the matrix, is realizing that the majority of things around us that normal people do, whatever normal is, the collective consciousness, yeah. I didn't lose my train of thought. I'm just, you're starting to realize this. February is really showing you, and I want you to see it before it turns into, like, you know, a tower moment. And towers moments, they're not all negative. I mean, this is the busting down of a lot of beliefs and everything, clearing the path. This is a major clearing card. Okay, like, break it down all the fucking way and move forward. And you do have a new start that you're looking for. Behind all of that, sorry, my battery's low. Close. Stupid phone. Okay, you saw all that, I'm sure. What else for Libra? So, okay, the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Coins. We have the Six of Coins and the Nine of Wands. You're also looking really closely at your money. Okay, that was what came up to me in the meditation before I turned the camera on. A lot of your stress and everything might be surrounding money. Okay, money is a resource which we all need at any level of consciousness, at any, you know. And so I go back to what I said in the beginning about, you know, working really hard for balance. This is a 9 and a 6. Okay, you are the denying force in this equation. Okay, and so where you want to go out and change all these other factors to benefit you, you know, like logic would tell us, it's just not a problem that logic can really handle on its own. Okay, this is a really big awakening for you on a lot of levels. It requires a lot of trust, especially if you're not feeling secure in some way, or you're feeling like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, you know, maybe a lot of people depend on you. But what you're looking at is really something that you need to trust. Okay, no more micromanaging, just start praying. I don't usually tell people to pray because I know people have a weird relationship, and people like the word God is a trigger word to a lot of people. But if you have something in the universe, whatever you want to pray to, just something bigger than you that you believe in, that really is the missing key to most of our problems in life. And the more I personally have evolved, the more I realize that there's not much that can't be resolved in a moment's notice when you, okay, 369, let me put you on. When you're the denying force, or the desiring force for that matter, there's always three key components to creation. And that third component is something beyond you, beyond me, beyond anything in this 3D tangible world. And when you pray to it, solutions come really quickly. Okay. So that's money. So really what that requires, let me see what this was. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Okay, some of you didn't like that. I said to pray. You're like, all right, I've been praying and I've been, yeah, but if you're still seeking something that you don't have, then understand you don't have it. Stop seeking and allow it. Okay, play some 432 frequencies to sleep. Play them in the morning. Play them in the background of your day. You don't have to blast it. You can play it while you're watching TV, just loud enough to where you can hear it. But what this is going to do is going to clear your energy field of, you know, those lower chakras and up to your heart. But your fear, your anxiety is going to mellow out. You're going to realize that you are part of nature. Okay, you are not separate from nature. And when you start vibrating at that, everything's good. I don't need to panic. I don't need to overextend myself. The universe, write this down. The universe wants me to enjoy my life. Start telling yourself that. The universe wants me to take pleasure in my day-to-day life. And stick to that for a month. Stick to that for February and tell me how you come out on the other end of it. Okay, if you want to go deeper, my website's below. It's gelatotarot.com. We can do a personal reading. I do mini readings, full readings, and love readings. If you haven't already, thumbs up and subscribe. Maybe share this video with a Libra you think would benefit from this, and we will talk soon.